Wait, small Ruto. I am the girl she's talking about. I am disappointed in you, Jemia. Aye, she's here. How are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. You have gap teeth.
Sure, I do.
I heard that. Where are you from where are you from in Africa?
I'm a Cameroonian, but I'm currently in Tanzania.
Oh, Cameroonian in Tanzania.
Yes, Odogo.
Cam Kamzatanarian. I'm curious. Have you heard that women with gap teeth are born with good character? Have you ever been told
Oh,
that?
you're saying that I didn't know.
Oh yeah, gap teeth comes with good character.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
what do you have for us?
Okay, I have a little story to share, and it's part of a little bit of my family, Sha. But I just a little story, and it all started in form when I was in form one. I met this girl. She was really pretty. I liked her. She was very soft. Yeah, when we're in form one, you want to make a friend with somebody who is nice. And I was her friend. Curiously, she's always talking about my mom, my mom, my mom, and I did not know anything about her dad. I was like, what is it with your mom all the time? She says her dad is nowhere to be found. And I was like, okay, tell me more about your dad. And she said she knows nothing. When she wants to ask her mom is always saying, don't ask me anything, don't do this, the man left. And curiosity, curiosity, like they say, kills the cat. There was one of these days we got to Form 2. I asked her, can I go to your house? And she was like, yeah, let's go. We visited and I was looking at her mom. I asked her mom. The mom burst into tears, crying. I was like, Mommy, what is it? She said, we have opened up old wounds and she doesn't want to talk about them. But when I looked at the girl's birth certificate, I realized her name and my stepfather's name were the same. Her father's name, yeah, and my stepfather's name were the same. And I was like, okay, maybe these people have the same names all over. There's some tribes in Cameroon that can give the same names all over. Boys can bear the same name, women can bear the same name. Like a family can have Bisong Ojong Are, another person has Bisong Ojong Are. So I was like, oh, maybe it's that kind of a situation. But no, I knew who my stepfather was very well. Sorry to say, but I was like, let's just see what happens. One of those days, we got to Form 3. Her mother had traveled to go and buy. She had a pharmacy. So she called my uncle and said, Uncle Josh, please, can you tell Jamia to come over? Mommy has traveled and I'm all alone. So I rushed and went there. And we were scattering. I told her that I have a feeling that her father is around, but I don't know who he is. Does she think mommy is having like a trunk, a box somewhere that she has never seen? She's like, no. I asked her that we should go to her mother's room. Bad for me, sure, but it was good. We got there, scattered and scattered and scattered. There was a certain trunk. Mothers in those days have this trunk that they have the best wrappers they put under there. We opened that trunk. We saw the key somewhere and opened the trunk. On opening the papers that were inside, lo and behold, the picture of the man inside the trunk was my father in the house. Oh, goodness gracious. I was shocked. I did not know what I was going to tell my stepmother in the house, but it was funny. It's funny now because I am laughing about it, but then I was shocked because the only thing I felt was, how am I going to tell Rudy that I felt that maybe I had thought that my father is her father, but I didn't know how to put it to her. And when I saw it, I'm like, Rudy, let's close the box back. Your mommy, sorry, I mentioned her name because I didn't want to mention her name. I was like, sorry, let's put this box back before mommy gets here because I don't think I've seen this man. I mean, then it was black and white pictures. the same black and white picture that was in that box was the same black and white picture in our own home. The same picture. His name was written behind, and it was like a picture he had sent to her mom or something. And I looked at it. I felt so bad for my friend because in school I was the only person that knew the
Wait,
story.
your stepfather is her father.
Yeah. And he didn't know. He didn't know.
He did not know.
He did not know until I told his own daughter that I'm thinking my friend is your sister. She was like, no, she's not sure. So when I discovered that, as little as we were, I'm 34 now. I was like 11, 12, like that, from 3.
Hold on. Are you older than her, or is she older than you?
No, she's older than me for a year.
1 year.
Yes. So I told my sister, I'm like, this is what I think. And she was like, are you sure? But when I did the discovery, I came back and told her, my love, this is the situation I saw, and I don't know how you want to do it. But there were certain things that were going on in the house where we just had to keep them secret. Because the same person, it's the same person who was doing other terrible things. So after a while, I told my uncle that this is what I discovered, but I don't know how to put it to him. And there was one day he got me angry, and I told him, I think Rudy is your daughter. He's like, my daughter, how? I said, no, because her dad's name is the same name as yours. I said, but in the first place, in your tribe, you people have the same names.
Wait. Your stepfather was with your mother, but not with them. Like the stepfather is with your mother as of that time.
Yeah.
Continue. Men. Queen.
So he's like, why would I be saying that kind of thing? And he was angry. I said, no, I'm saying so because the man has the same name with you and she has never seen her father. He's like, invite her over. When I did, she came and he looked at her and asked her, what's your mother's name? She explained her mother's name is this. Where does she work? She doesn't work, she has a pharmacy. And it's like, okay. And then he left. So it stayed like, it was almost 4 years. The thing was still eating him up. He asked me to invite her over again. Yes, I did. And we left them in the living room and went away. So after some time, she came to my room and like, Jay, I'm going back home. I said, okay. I went and saw her off. I said, did you guys discuss anything? She says, no, he was just asking me about my father. I said, so what do you think? She's like, my mom has been there from day 1 till now we're in Form 5, or it's opposite, lower seat. Said, I don't care about my father anymore, because kudos to her mom. She gave her the best life. Like, the mom sacrificed everything for her. So she's like, she doesn't even bother about the man. I was like, that's the best thing. Because deep inside, I was hurting that I could not even tell her. And I'm talking to you till date. I've not told her. Yes. Because it was not in my place.
What if she sees this?
Rudy, if you're seeing this right now, I'm really sorry, but I didn't want you to get hurt, and I didn't want mommy to get hurt because I actually love you very much. And
how many years
that's why
ago?
I
How
kept,
many years ago? How many years ago did this happen?
if I'm 20, but if I'm 34 now, and that was about 20.
20 years ago.
Yeah, because I was
Wow.
I was like from 5, I was like 14, 15.
So she didn't know that
She
you
didn't know.
know the father is your stepfather,
Yeah,
and if she sees this video now, she will now know.
she would now know.
Aye, shy.
But the bad thing is this: my stepfather actually, when he went to the US, like 5 years later in the US, let me say I was like 20 something then, he actually told his wife that my friend is his daughter. But as stupid as it is, he has not gone to meet the woman, he has not done anything, not identified the girl, but he knows because he is a father. He knows. He interviewed her and he's aware that this is it. He knows until my sister called me and said, "Can you imagine that mommy now knows Rudy is that she's Tata's child?" I'm like, "What? How did that happen?"
Do
She
you
said he told mommy.
do you do you still talk to her, or you guys have lost contact?
No, we are very good friends. I still talk to her.
Oh, she must see this. She needs to know. She needs to know. And
I
don't be
still
surprised.
do talk
You
to her.
guys might probably laugh over it. Yeah.
Exactly. One thing is certain because I tried asking her again when we're like 27, 28,
This
and
is
she was like
thi-
she's not
thi-
interested.
this is what I want you to do for me. All right.
Okay.
Bring out a time today and tell her before she sees this.
I will.
Yeah, tell her before she sees this. It will do her more honor that she had it from you before she sees this. Tell her.
I'll try that. I'll try that today.
Try it
I'll
today.
try
Tell
it.
her, please.
I'll try,
Good.
I'll try it today. Because sometimes I look at her and I feel bad, but I don't know what to do. But she's happy. I tried. Like, there was a time I tried. I tried bringing up the topic again. She was like, she has forgotten about the man, and she's well to do. She's in Italy. She's a doctor, so she's good. She doesn't want anything to do with him and stuff. I was like, have you asked her your mom again? She's like, no, 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 no. She doesn't want the mom to start crying over again because when we were kids, the mom almost beat the living daylight out of us for just going into that particular trunk because she discovered that we went there.
Shy.
Crazy.
Anyway, tell her, please. I would really like you to tell her than for her to hear it from here. Find a way.
Try.
Is she in Cameroon?
No, she's not. She's in Italy. She's a medical
She's in
doctor in
Italy.
Italy.
Oh, wow. Tell her today. Catch up with her and tell her there's something you want to tell her about. It's better she hears it from you than for her to hear it like this.
Yeah, I'll try.
By the way, you look like Angel Emanuela.
Oh boy. Thank you, Adogo.
You're welcome.
And see, I follow you all the time and I'm looking at what you do. I'm one of the blessed people looking at it. You're actually very honest and I love your opinions on everything. And I pray that God blesses you from the bottom of my heart. It's going to be well with you. And I have a little girl. My baby is like 6 months old. I always just want to watch you. Even when she's giggling, I just want to watch people talk and you with your work that you're doing. I pray that God blesses you always and grants all your heart desires. You're
Thank you so
good.
much, my sister.
What you do
I really
is really
appreciate it.
touching.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for bringing me up. I am going to talk to her right now after this.
Wait, Smarto. I am the girl she's talking about. I am disappointed in you, Jemia. Aye, she's here.
Where is the person? Odogu. She cannot be here.
All right, all the best, my sister. Look after yourself.
Thank you so
All right.
much.